All right, we got to do it. To infinity?
and beyond.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Reach for the sky!
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
To infinity and beyond!
Hey, howdy, hey, partners. It's Today I Grew Up, and I'm really excited because Robosen has sent this Lightyear robot for review for the channel for you partners. The robot company, they're amazing. They contacted me because they wanted me to review this for you all, and I'm very excited to get this. It's the Infinity Pack, which means we got some extras in here. This is a very, very awesome item, something that I would only dream of, and Robosen was able to make this dream a reality. I was waiting for a long time. As soon as they announced this thing, it finally showed up at my doorstep, and it was 25 pounds, the box, which is really crazy. But look at the details of the box. Everywhere you look, it's very cool. It's got this matte black with this foil silver overlay of Buzz with the details, the logos. Looks super nice, and the iridescence of the effect of the logos were really nice. On the side of the box, kind of shows you a little bit more about all the features that Buzz has. He's got like app integration, voice commands, he's programmable, he's got a lot of good things going on. It's just so exciting. So everywhere I looked on this box though, it just was super cool. You definitely want to save the box if you get this because it's such a cool art piece in itself, and I really love it. So let's get into it. Let's open it up. I'm just so excited. I don't know what to expect. Here on the top handle, it's like a soft rubber handle, but it's like kind of like a styrofoam suitcase. It's pretty interesting. Never seen anything quite like it. It's a very, padded material. The top is really, really high quality feeling already. I do like the little latches there. On the top, there is a Lightyear logo, which is super cool. Also the Robosen logo as well. There's no locks. It's just kind of like you pull it to the side, kind of like opens, and then you open it from the top there, and there you go. Everything is protected, neatly packed. I was super impressed with this packing job. Everything was in its place. Nothing was out of place, during shipping, so everything was good. I was taking off the film there on the helmet, inspecting all the finer details to make sure everything looked great. There was socks, there's an extra face, which is pretty cool, and then the laser, the blade, the laser gun. There's also a bunch of hands that you can interchange, which I was really surprised the amount of hands I saw. And then also the jetpack, which is super amazing, super highly detailed. You have a lot of cool accessories that we're going to dive into. And yeah, let's get into it. There's just so much to this box. As I was unpacking it all, I was making sure not to lose any little tiny pieces that may have fallen off of Buzz. So be careful when taking everything out. Inspect the box really well. Make sure you don't leave any accessories behind. I didn't have any issues taking these objects out. They're very snugly fit, so it was no wonder that nothing was loose during shipping. And I was just making sure from the manual that everything was there and included. On the other side, if you flip it over, you have the rest of the stand there, and this is the little beams for the corners so that you can put the acrylic little sheets on there. There's a box with some dog tags, which is really cool, like my size, which is amazing. And then another box with a charger to charge Buzz and a cable. So I thought that was neat. And then over here, there's a display base and then a manual as well. And within this manual, there's several. So there's a lot to read. But at the same time, they make it very simple, and it's in multiple languages. So they got you covered there. And it's got the safety, other instructions. Came with a really cool little decal sticker sheet, FCC warning, and here's the top part with the light to light up your little display, which is pretty cool. And it came with a little plate, and I got number 47 out of 1000, which is pretty neat. So I'm the only guy who has this number. Came with screws so that we can screw things in. Here you can peel the paper off for the acrylic sheets. Looks good. These are the panels that you get for your display case. You get 4 of those. And that was it for the back side. Here's a port that you pop open on the back of Buzz. This is where you're going to charge him, and an LED light turns red when he's charging. And when he's done charging, it turns off on its own, which is pretty cool. Here's the rest of the stand, what it looks like. You do have to screw it on the bottom with those 4 screws with a screwdriver. I do like that it's adjustable, so it's really nice to have that stand for Buzz to be higher up or lower, which is pretty cool. It's very sturdy. It looks like metal even though it's not. It takes 4 AA batteries for the light. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like a ring light, but it has a little power button there. Press it from the top. Once the batteries are in, you have light, which is pretty cool. And this will illuminate the display case, so that's got you covered there. But yeah, it's really high quality plastic, and it looks metal. If even the sidebars feel kind of like a PVC material almost, but I like the painted brush metal. But even before operating this Buzz, I'm just so impressed with the display of it. It looks so good in the case with the light, everything constructed. It's hard to believe all this fit inside that styrofoam briefcase. So I was very shocked that, you know, with the size of this thing, that it all fit in there. So once you actually assemble it, which didn't take too long, you can get an idea of how much room you need on your shelf or wherever you're going to place this. It just looks so good, and I haven't even turned this thing on yet, and I'm already super impressed. Inspecting the details, you know, we get that laser blade. It's got a little sheath there. It's magnetic, actually. It comes off, which is super cool. Now, this is the only Lightyear Buzz I've ever seen that has a light up accessory. So you pull the trigger and it actually lights up, which is super cool. So it's got its own battery compartment in there that's very small. It already came installed, so I didn't have to do anything. And you have a light up laser blade that's super cool for Buzz. It just makes a little more realistic. You can turn it off. Same thing with this little laser gun. It's really awesome that all these accessories have these tiny little details. I had to keep zooming in with the camera just to see and read these little tiny words, and it's just so hyper realistic. Here I found out that this also lights up, so if you pull back on it and push a button at the very top, the lights do trigger. There's 2 red LEDs there in the front. It's just so impressive that they were able to fit this in such a small, you know, little package in this little container. So it actually lights up, adds another layer of, you know, magic to Buzz. It just looks so nice. I'm so happy with this accessory. And then of course the laser attachment. Now this one is pretty awesome. It's got an elastic band, super easy to put on Buzz. It has a little tiny button. I just like the hoses on it, and it just looks so hyper real to the movie. And of course it also lights up just like the laser blade, just like the laser gun. Now you have the actual laser beam. You know, obviously it's a little light bulb that blinks, but I'm not complaining. It's super cool. It's super nice. It's not super bright, but in the dark it definitely illuminates really well, and I really love the way it looks. The quality just feels so great. Everything looks metal, even if it is plastic, so I appreciate that. Another thing I really loved about this pack was you get a Socks articulated action figure. Very nice, scaled to Lightyear Buzz. And we have, even on the collar, all the little details of Sock's collar tag that was in the movie. So that is so impressive to me, and even with the metal detail there holding it in place. The head rotates 360. It is on a ball joint, so it has some cool little movement there, which is nice. No problems with posing Socks at all. I do like that the legs have smooth movements and articulated at the joint there. Super nice. All the painting is really cool up close. Even on the bottom of the paws is painted like a pink color, and the tip of the tail is white. It also rotates 360. So these are all the little things that kind of add up detail wise that makes this little action figure even more premium feeling in your hands. Feels really solid and kind of heavy actually, so it's cool that everything feels very quality. We got these metal tags which were really cool to see. It says 47 out of 1,000, so it kind of repeats your limited edition number for your Lightyear Buzz, which is super nice. A little detail touch. Lightyear Buzz, it says here, and it's just so cool that they were able to do actual high quality metal chain, metal tags with really nice rubber grips around. And then not only that, you get a mini version for Buzz himself, which is even more amazing. And for fun, let's put the mini tags on Buzz here. It really does remind me of Small Soldiers right there, the Chip Hazard, just because of the dog tags around the neck. It's a really cool accessory. If you wanted to put it on, I think it's pretty cool. You can tuck it in there. I would definitely display it like this, or if you're not using the helmet. So clear, by the way, really clear helmet. It's very awesome. It just adds another layer of quality and just something fun and neat that's detailed. And I think it's a really cool accessory to put on Buzz. If you wanted some hand accessories, it came with a lot of them. These are some closed fists here that you have a pair of. I love that they look kind of dirty and kind of used, like he's been on missions already with the scratch paint. You also get these pointy fingers so you can do the infinity and beyond, which is super iconic, and we need the pointer fingers, that's for sure. Really love these. You also get some open hands. Well, these are kind of like closed fingered palmed hands. They look really nice. I love the details on these. And then you have kind of like some more action hands that are like can hold the laser blade or maybe the laser gun or any other accessory in his hand, which is pretty cool. And then there's another hand option for like trigger for the laser gun as well. It looks like has a little trigger finger there. So you do have a lot of options to display your Buzz. Also comes with, of course, the wingspan. We need the jetpack. It has so many details to look. As I turn it around, you see more logos slapped around like Star Command and all these little warning labels. You have the translucent green here on the right. On the wingtip, the other side is red. Very iconic. And then some more cool stickers and decals, which is so cool. And everything just feels high quality. Down here is where it lights up and the steam comes out. And it's really cool. It uses water to generate that little steam. And then on the back, you just see more words. And then here's the little kind of like a rubber pull out here, little tab where you can fill it with water. Here it comes with a little squeeze bottle that you fill up, kind of like the jetpack Buzz that we've seen before. You just squeeze it in there, fill up each side, and then you close it up and there'll be no water leakage. Everything works out. To put in the hands, it's kind of like a little ball joint kind of. You just kind of have to push and kind of turn side to side. Once you get it secure, you can pose it and pull on it. It won't fall out. You just have to apply more pressure if you want to take off the hands. But that worked out really well. This just looks so good. I really like the buttons here on the side. If you squeeze the buttons at the same time, you can pull up the helmet and it's removable, no problems at all. I do like the head covering. It's actually a cloth fabric, so it's not plastic. It's fabric material, like real cloth, which is super impressive. And then Buzz's face sculpt looks so hyper realistic to me. Love it. It's also magnetic and removable. Very easy. You don't have to pull with too much force. Comes right off, and then you can switch it out for another face. You get two face options. One is more grumpy or angry looking, I guess. I guess this one's more of like a deep thinking Buzz. The other one's more pleasant or like a smirk. He's a little more happy. So I do like the happy expression a little bit more, but it's nice to have that interchangeable option to display your Buzz so you can do whatever you like best. But that looks so good. So when I was inspecting this Buzz, all the details were there, all the numbers, the correct, wordings. Here we have a dust cover for the little chip where the wings clip in, and it actually comes off very easy. Here we have added magnetic clasps on the back to complete his look the way he's supposed to look, which looks really great. I love that. And then the dust cover can be put back on, and this is what it looks like without the wings. And here's the actual sheath holder for the laser blade. It's magnetic, it just pops right on. Just like the movie, Buzz can now put the blade behind his back. And wow, that looks so cool. Something so shocking that it's so simple, yet, I've never seen this before until now. So Robosen hit it 100% out of the park for accuracy. It's so great. It's a dream come true because it's removable, it's magnetic, it's so easy to take on and off. Just makes it simple to have fun. And here is where the stand actually clips into Buzz. So there's a little trigger button there too in the cover. You could also close it if you want to take it off the stand, and it looks great. But then it's so easy to pop on and off, and that's where you put the charger to charge him, and also it's the same compartment you use to clip him onto the stand here. The little button locks it in place. I try to pull him off. It doesn't fall off unless you press that button. Then it releases him off of the stand. So that's very secure. It gives you peace of mind that he's not going to fall off when you're not around. So here on the back, take out the pieces. We're going to take out the back dust cover. We'll clip on the wings. They're magnetic. It goes right on. Very simple, very easy. Took no effort at all. And now he's ready for adventure. And I'm just so blown away by that look. It looks so good. I love that the stand's adjustable. You can put it higher or lower depending on what you want to see. And that's pretty cool, neat feature. A lot of people were asking, does Buzz stand on his own? He does and he doesn't. So as you can see, if you balance him with the center of gravity, he'll stand up just fine for photography shots. But if you start to move him around, or, you know, like what I just did there, moved him too quickly, he can fall. So you got to be careful. You don't want to damage this, and you just want to be very careful. So yes, if you balance him and pose him just right, he can stand. I just don't recommend leaving him that way, because if you bump the table, or, you know, he could fall over easier. So you definitely want to use the stand. But if you're just doing general photography or posing him for, you know, a few seconds, should be fine. He won't fall. But wow, this Buzz is 1-to-1 from the movie accurate. I don't have any complaints. All the decals were there. All the wording from the movie, when I look at the screenshots, are there. Robosen really recreated everything from head to toe from this Buzz to look like he literally just jumped out of the screen. And I could not be more proud of Robosen for what they've accomplished here. And it's just so, so good. And the moment you've all been waiting for, let's see Buzz in action when we turn him on in power mode by holding down this button. There we go. His lights are activated.
To infinity and beyond.
So you can see that there's lights in his helmet and also on his chest, which is pretty cool. All lit up, and nothing really happens if you press that, but he's all through voice command or through the phone app, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's go through some phrases here that you can say verbally. Usually you say, "Hey Buzz," to start the conversation.
Roger that.
He'll say, "Roger that." And then you can go into these commands like, "Record mission log."
Buzz Lightyear mission log, stardate 3901.
"Let's work together."
It'll be an honor to work with you.
"Full speed."
Push the engines all the way. Maximum power.
Whoa, there goes the smoke and the steam. That's intense. Wow. That's so cool. Narrating.
I was not. Just doing the mission log.
Can't hold on.
I'm gonna go ahead and take it from here.
To infinity
and beyond.
Thanks, Buzz. Are you sure?
I'm Buzz Lightyear. I'm always sure.
Dang. You have to get so mad. Too easy.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Yes, the Buzz Lightyear line. I love it.
Roger that.
Scan the terrain.
Sensors have detected potential life forms on an uncharted planet, so we're making a detour to investigate.
Dude, that's a lot of smoke. That's
Please
awesome.
refill the jetpack in time.
Oh. So if you use the smoke enough times, it'll tell you to refill the jetpack. That's interesting. It's the rookie.
First, you will not speak unless spoken to.
Star Command.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Why don't they answer?
Where are we going?
We're going to space.
Dude, that's so cool. What's the mission?
Socks, let's break this hyperspeed barrier and get everyone home.
Mission complete.
We did it. Socks, we did it.
I'm not trained.
Not trained? What do you mean you're not trained?
He shook his head. That's awesome. Give me a challenge.
You want a challenge? Okay. I guess you could work on this fuel stability thing.
He's shaking his head. Are we alone?
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Nice.
Please refill the jetpack in time.
Finish the mission.
No matter the cost, you will never quit. Whatever the galaxy may throw your way.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Hello.
Buzz Lightyear reporting for duty.
That's funny. Introduce yourself.
This is Buzz Lightyear.
Open fire.
As the Star Command officer, I grant you emergency authority.
Attack.
Everyone grab a weapon. Blast some robots!
That's so cool. Victory.
As members of the Elite Universe Protection Unit of the Space Ranger Corps, we've been charged to protect the galaxy from the threat of invasion from any sworn enemies of the Galactic Alliance.
That's awesome. That's like Toy Story right there. Show.
Operation Surprise Party is back on.
Dance.
Stay away from me!
That was a dance? That's funny. Pose.
Stay away from me!
Pose. What are you, Duke Kaboom? That's just funny. And he just freezes like that. Move backward.
We are not the same.
Well, yeah, you're a robot. Petting socks.
Socks, do you like that?
Izzy.
You know, her grandmother was the greatest space ranger in the history of the Corps.
What can you do?
Let's go finish the mission.
Move forward.
Well, that's very kind of you, sir, but, well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline.
Too easy.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
I love it. So cool. One of the most important details about this Buzz is that he actually has a wrist communicator that opens up. Doesn't light up or anything, but it's got really nice details in there. Small text. Looks really good. It is manual, however. It doesn't automatically open from what I'm seeing.
Buzz Lightyear mission log, stardate 3901.
And so he'll do it, but you have to do it manually, open and close. It does snap close, so that's something to note. And he's just posing for fun. He does that from time to time when you don't give him enough commands. He'll just pose like that, which is cool. Now, what's really cool about Buzz is that you can download an app in the App Store, and you can control Buzz with this phone, which is awesome. So it's another layer and component to this Lightyear robot. It's just so incredible to have this as an option. And I'm going to agree and continue here. And then we can do voice commands, actions, missions, and everything on here, kind of like a way to control Buzz from your phone. Yes, I want to allow it. So we're going to connect the robot. All right, so we are going to connect
Copy
the
control,
robot.
initiating hyperlaunch.
Connection successful. Nice. Let's do some actions
Give
here.
me something!
Cool. So there's, besides the voice commands, you can just go in here and select something for him to do, like this one. Let's see what happens.
A year of work for a 4-minute flight. Isn't that something? I'm gonna go ahead and take it from here.
That's cool. And he threw it. That was amazing. I love it.
As a Star Command officer, I grant you emergency authority. Give me something!
So if you don't feel like doing voice commands, you can just come in here, pick whatever option you want, and get him to do more fun things. And even when you don't press it, he'll just do things on his own.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Please refill the jetpack in time.
That was cool. What I really like here is that you have all these voice phrases that you can just go through. And so if you want him to say a specific phrase, he'll say it. And some of them have to be unlocked by doing some missions. Let's try these.
And I appreciate that.
There you go. That worked.
About 4 years.
That's funny. You can have a whole dialogue. You can probably prank call your friend and then pretend to talk on the phone and just pick ones that work. Like, here we go.
Here we go.
That's awesome.
I narrate to help me focus. Just a massive robot!
That is so cool.
Just a massive robot!
That's awesome. There's just a lot more ways to have fun because you have this app. It's just hours of fun, really. Besides the voice commands, you can do it on the phone. It's so much fun.
To infinity and beyond.
And then when it's time to turn off Buzz, you just press this button on his chest.
First, you will not speak unless spoken to.
Don't tell me what to do.
Affirmative. Goodbye.
And that's what Buzz looks like when he turns off, which is super cool. Just to get an idea for the size comparison, you can see this is a Thinkway Toys Cloud Pattern Buzz Lightyear, and you can see the brand new Robosen robot Buzz. He stands at 16 inches tall, which is very, very big. And these are the standard Mattel 12-inch figures that you get. And you just see how much this Robosen robot towers over them. So that's very interesting. You know, it's a big, big toy, but at the same time, it's Lightyear Buzz is a standalone piece. He's usually not displayed with anybody but maybe a Zurg. But if you think about it, Zurg would have to be even taller, which is really crazy. And it's just really interesting, though, to see the height comparison with this Robosen Buzz Lightyear Buzz, so you can get an idea of the scale of how big this robot really is.
Challenge? Okay. I guess you could work on this fuel stability thing.
So cool. What an amazing Buzz. I cannot get over how cool and highly detailed this is. It is amazing. If you'd like to buy your own Buzz, please click the link in the description and pinned in the comments of this video to get your very own Lightyear. This is a limited edition to only 1,000 pieces. You don't want to miss out. It is very incredibly epic. One of the best toys. I mean, it's a robot basically in your hands and brings the movie to life. It's incredible all the little details to the light up accessories, the lights in his helmet, also the lights on his chest, and all the little tiny details are just blowing my mind. I'm just so excited to have this in my collection, and I'm going to cherish this for years. Going to keep it dust free in the display case as it comes, and it's just really fun to just, you know, play around with and just show off in your collection. It's so fun. Brings element of the movie to life through the toy, through this robot. It is incredible. Please get one. You don't want to miss out. It's so cool. I'm just so excited. Once again, I'd love to send a huge shout out and thank you to Robosen Company for sending me this Lightyear Buzz. It is the toy of the year for me. Very incredible. I hope you can get one too while you can. They're just incredible toys that come to life in your bedroom, and I couldn't ask for more. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you'd like to continue to support me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're later for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Can you give me a high five? Hey, Buzz.
Roger that.
High five.
Roger that.
I guess he doesn't get that.
You want the real Buzz Lightyear? You're an action figure. You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man. You are a child's plaything. Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.